Hello everyone and welcome back to the 11th part tutorial of how to model the foundation of a house, where we will continue with the garage door. So at this time we gonna assemble this just to the door there, but we need to have some a little bit more work here. So what I want you to do is you wanna grab this one here, press 1 to exit smooth preview, and right click, choose face, choose those bigger faces there, this one, and shift double click on this one, and we just need this thing here. And you know what, maybe let's take the other as well, and you want to go over edit mesh, duplicate, press F8 3 times, 1 2 3, and control and unselect the entire shape here. Now right now what we are doing, we are creating the wheel pivot. Okay, so not pivot, but a wheel, and I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, let's stretch this thing. First of all, I need to center the pivot for it, and then we can stretch this that way. Now I'm going to show you the picture, and you see how it's going to look like. Something like that, I guess. Okay, something more of like that. It's picking out from this side, and still yet it's going inside the rail with this wheel there. Now, I don't want to put a lot of details into it, but I will add just a little bit so it will look good. So we have this, and you can see right now it's the normals are facing the camera. So we need to reverse the normals first, and like that. And then right-click, choose edge, double-click on this edge here, edit mesh, fill hole. I'm always confusing. I don't know what to say. Right click, face, grab this face, shift right click, poke face. Okay, this will create this entire geometry on top of this face. Right click, choose vertices, and you want to grab only the middle one here, and shift right click, chamfer vertex, and then right click, choose this face here, and make it larger like that. And if I'm gonna zoom in, I want to pull it outside just a little bit, so this area here will be beveled a little bit. Okay, now shift right click, poke face again, press well, we can, I guess we can do this again. So let's right click, choose vertex, grab this vertex here, shift right click, chamfer it, and then, well, at least one more time, we're gonna scale this face here to create this, and then shift right click, poke face for the last time, press F8. Now I can add edge loops. Sorry. See, by creating the second face and scale it up, I created already a second edge here. So I only need one more edge here, and then one edge here, and then one more edge here. So if I will press 3 and smooth preview this, it will look that way. Okay? See? That's good. Now I'm gonna press 1 to exit smooth preview on this. And what I want to do here right now is do the same over here. But you know what? I'm gonna right click, choose face, grab those faces, delete them. Now because this, I like extracting or duplicated the inner parts of this, cylindrical pipe here. Now we have a center here, so I can just mirror this. So I'm gonna switch to move tool. You can see the pivot is here at the center, like the end, this inner part of the pipe. So I can duplicate this, Control D, switch to scale tool, switch to channel box, and you can see the scale right now it's 2.927. So I'm gonna switch this into -2, and it will create this, right? Now with that, I will simply grab both of them, mesh, combine. So now they are combined, right click, choose vertices. And I know that you can't really see what's going on inside there, but trust me, if you will do something such as this, you will grab all the vertices inside. The only way to indicate this better is to open the shading tab, click X-ray, and you will see those vertices has been selected. See? You're gonna go over Edit Mesh, Merge Components, and that's all. Right now it's one unit. I can turn off the X-ray and it's patched. Now, at this point, I want you to grab the entire shapes here, like that. And I want you to switch to Move Tool. Let's modify center pivot for this so we can see the handle of the Move Tool. And I'm going to relocate this next to the door, okay? Something like that. And press F to zoom on it. So now I will be adjusting it better. Now, in my case, it's a little bit problematic because I should have stretched those, this part, make it a little bit thicker. So I don't want to deal with this right now, but let's assume that it's attached perfectly on the, to the surface. Let's do something such as this. And I'm going to relocate this next to the rail, track, rail, or whatever. And now let's move them up. And I'm going to do something which, I don't know, it's like my own workflow. This is how I like to work. So if you don't find it helpful, use the 4-view. I mean, for this, in this case right now, what I want to do is I want to see that I'm really putting those instruments, you see where this open area here, where it's allowing me to bend those two parts of the pivot. So I want this to be exactly this line of our two different pieces of door. I want this to be perfectly on the center. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn my camera that way, turn on the X-ray, and you can use the 4-view, of course, but I don't know, sometimes I just like to play with it that way, that I can go over Render, Legacy Default, Viewport, I will see the cube, and while those two selected, I can click on Back, and it will align me with those two instruments. So I know exactly where this is, and I can simply put it that way. So the line is crossing the center of this open gap here between those two parts of the instrument. So I'm assuming that's fine, right? You can try and maybe even select only those without the doors and click back. No, without the pipe, of course. You need only the instruments. And click back. Oops. And, well, it's not perfectly done. So I'm going to use the 4-view, I guess. It will be the best way. I can see the front here, so I'm going to click View, refine the bookmark, and choose Front. And this is the back, basically, but that's okay. So the open area right now, well, I need to take it with the pivot here, and as well with these, and not the doors, only those instruments. And of course, my little screws there. Let's see how this should fit. Yeah, that's the center here, that way. Crossing this pivot in the middle, you see? So that's good. Now, back to perspective view. Oh, I need to bring this back. Like so, let's turn off the X-ray. And like so. And what I want to do now is I want to grab only this and rotate this, okay? This is the center of our pivot. and I want to rotate it a little bit, so one of those edges here on top of it will be aligned with this edge on the rail, the middle edge here. Okay, so I'm gonna hold on the J key and start rotating it that way. Hopefully it will get to this point where one of them is aligned, like straight. Like so, okay? And now I can grab the entire thing here, all these, except the doors and this, and hold on the D and V key, and bring this to the vertex, to the middle vertex there. I'm gonna isolate this for a second. DV and to the middle center here. Okay, you can see this vertex, so this will be the center, and we want the pivot to be exactly there. Okay, with that done, I can simply unisolate this, switch to side view. Now I need again to change it to side view. So predefined bookmarks and right side. No, predefined bookmark, left side. And let's continue this that way. I'm gonna zoom in here and see this edge of the rail. You wanna move this. So now the axis of the move tool is exactly on top of this edge, and this one we don't care about. This is the height that it should be, so don't do anything else than that. So right now the only problem is that the doors are not attached to this, and we can fix it, but it will be a little bit more work, and not sure that I want to do this, but you know what, let's try and do this. I'm gonna grab the instruments here, this, and the doors. And I'm gonna isolate them, and I'm gonna switch to 4 view, and again to the side view. Now the side view, I have the doors selected, so I need to do this all over. This one, oh, it's not the side view, this side view, I need to change. This is the front, I need the right side. So both selected here, and I can, oh, I need to grab the door, sorry, and isolate them so I can see better things better. Grab both of them, right click vertices, grab, see only those vertices here, only these, including whatever you have on the cylinder here. We don't have any other choice. Right click on this one, sorry, shift, control shift, add to selection, basically to add those, and stretch them to the door, say like that. Make sure that the whole length has this stretching, and press F8. So this one has been stretched. Now we need to do the same to the other. So let's unisolate this. That way everything fits. We're going to do the same for these two. Grab those two doors, switch to this view, isolate and unisolate, and isolate again, sorry. Then grab this piece, right click, choose vertices, zoom in, grab these vertices here, shift, select those, right click, choose vertices on the top of the other section of this instrument, and then control shift to add to selection and add all those, including those others here. Okay, so all those. Now again, hold on the V. You can snap this to the door. That way it will be perfect. And we've done with this. So we set them, and that's fine. Right now, the last part, at least for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to isolate this and the rail here. Okay. That way. I'm going to right-click, choose vertices, grab those vertices, hold on the V key, snap them this length to the rail. Just like maybe just a little bit with the eyes, nothing more than that. And you want to make sure it's non-smooth preview mode. You want to change to side view. Okay, let's grab them both again. Side view, which is here. Let's do isolate and unisolate, and isolate again, sorry. And change the view here to front, I guess. Bookmark, refined, front. Yeah, that's great, front. So it's basically the side view, the profile view. And we have this section here. So you want to get shift right click, insert edge loop. You want to add one edge loop about here. And one more edge loop. Sorry. Undo that. One more edge loop about here. Okay. So now if you press F8, bring it back to object mode, unisolate, switch back to perspective view, you have this section here that you can simply right click, choose face, grab this, shift double click on this, extrude this, pull this with the blue arrow, and you can see that it's still inside there. So you want to scale this and see that it's not scaling that big. I mean, this now it's intersecting. You want to make it like so. And you want to press F8. You know what? Let's simplify this for you. I'm going to undo that, scale this down a little bit, and extrude it once more. So I will have this section here. And again, I don't want to intersect with the profile, so let's keep it that way. And press F8. Let's isolate only this. And right click, choose edge, this edge control, right click, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split. Mesh tool, offset edge loop tool. Add those two extra edges somewhere here. Leave some space between them, okay? Right click, choose edge, double click on this edge, double click on this edge, shift right click, bevel edge, switch to attribute here. Okay, the channel box is good. Poly bevel. This is the history construction history. So you can set the, I don't know, the segments into 2 and have some bevel area here for those. Maybe let's see what one gives us, something like so. Okay. You can also double click on this edge, maybe, I don't know, this one, and shift double click on this one, and maybe squeeze them a little bit that way. Just play with it so you will have a nice beveled area there. With that done, we're going to do just one more thing, few things, sorry. I'm going to add one edge loop here. And shift right click face, shift double click on this face, extrude. Extrude it inside a little bit, extrude it once more. So then you can double click on this one, extrude, click on this one, tap on it, and do something such as this. Then extrude, tap on one of those cubes, then grab the middle, and again, just a tiny scale. I better do this there. You know what, let's undo that. Let's grab these, sorry, these. Should have done this earlier. Anyway, let's wait with it for a second. We're gonna add one edge loop here. Sorry, right click, face, let's double click on this. This is just bothering, I guess. Let's extrude it once. I'm gonna keep it simple, sorry. Twice. Press F8, shift right click, insert edge loop. No, not here, but here. I want to add edge loops on top of this faces. There. No, no, here. One. Well, let's head here as well. One inside down there. Okay. You see how it goes? Something like that. So if I press 3, this area will remain sharp, but I do need to have this one a little bit upper. You can't really see it, but I need this one to be a little bit up. So I'm going to double click on its slide edge, middle mouse click, hold, and drag it so it will come a little bit up. And currently I need one more. So shift right click, insert edge loop, add edge loop there. Go. No. I'm gonna do it from the inside. No. Here. Now pressing 3 and it looks good. Let's see what's going on here. I'm gonna do this the same from the inside because it's easier that way. So here it is, this one here, this one here, and I need another one here. And we can, sorry, switch to selection tool, grab this edge and shift right click, slide the entire edge a little bit downwards. So I hope you understand what I'm doing. It's not that hard, just making sure that I have those maintaining edge loops in order to smooth preview it and make it look that way. So that's fine. Press F8. 1. Let's unisolate this, and here we go. We have this wheel here. Okay, that's it. So thank you for watching, and next time what we will do, we will just spread copies of those two instruments all over the door where we have to have them. And also I'm gonna talk about something before we're gonna rig this thing. Okay, so thank you for watching and have a nice day. See you soon at the next part. Bye bye.